Josh Martin here with the chef owner of Turtle and the Wolf, Lauren Hirschberg. Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited to be here. We were here a couple weeks ago with the outside linebackers. Absolute feast of enormous proportions. Everyone was ecstatic and just fell in love with the food, man. So I'm happy to be back and to learn more about you and the restaurant, the story behind it, and how you got into creating such delicious food.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long story, but we can keep it short. I grew up here in Montclair. I lived with a mom who cooked a lot, entertained a lot, catered. So it kind of just fell into always eating really great food. And kind of once you start that, it's hard to not do it. And as I got older, I'd ask my mom to make certain things, and she'd be like, "No, we make that when company comes over." And then it, with enough pestering, it kind of became like here, this is how you do it. And then by the time I was in middle school and high school, I was cooking dinner for the family, and then went off to college and I'd, cook for parties, and just something that I just kind of fell into and decided this is probably what I should make a career out of. I actually studied restaurant management up at Syracuse. And then after that, kicked around for a year. I actually lived in the Virgin Islands waiting tables and managing a restaurant, and then came back and decided to focus on the culinary.
Why don't we get into Turtle and the Wolf? How did you come about that name?
So I think outside the box a lot with a lot of things, especially on the marketing side. And Turtle and the Wolf came to me through kind of a historical context of the location of the restaurant. Really, truth be told, if we opened a restaurant and we called it, Trattoria della, everyone would kind of expect what was inside, what the menu would be, and what the style of food. And I didn't want to be confined by the first thing that people thought of with the restaurant. So I read the history of Montclair, and turned out that this area of land was a parcel that was, purchased from the Native Americans. It was the Lenape Indian tribe. They had 3 animal sigils. It was the turkey, the turtle, and the wolf. Being that turkey was a mainstay food item, we decided to drop that and took 2 of the sigils that kind of represented the historical and geographical context of the restaurant. So also gives us free reign to kind of do whatever we want.
No one really knows what to expect. Yeah, so a little history lesson here at the Turtle and the Wolf. So I've been asking all the chefs, all the owners, what's your favorite item on the menu? But I think most haven't been completely receptive to that. What's your favorite item on the menu to make? What do you enjoy making the most?
All of our pastas.
Pastas?
Yeah, so we do everything by hand, and it's just kind of it's a zen moment to kind of just be at the table by yourself, have your dough, be able to work with it, and just kind of have 60 minutes of, just intense focus on getting the pasta right, the right thickness, getting the filling right. It's a little bit of time because as the pasta dries out, it's tougher to work with. So there's a little bit of a challenge and an obstacle course involved, but it is also a moment where you can kind of just put on the radio, be in your own world, let everything else go on around you, and then, you come out with trays of this beautiful stuff like ravioli and whatnot that you've made.
Okay. I can say that my favorite menu item is the fried chicken. The biscuits are delicious.
That's my favorite to eat. Okay,
that's your favorite to eat.
Yeah.
I'm excited because we're going to make fried chicken today.
Yeah, we got you all set up.
Yeah, let's do that.
I got you honorary apron here.
Wow, thanks.
So I kind of I set it up so you can kind of see everything that goes into it. And I'll show you how we break down the bird.
How do people tie these things? You tie
around the front.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
I knew that.
So we start with just a good quality bird. These are from Goffle Road Farm, just right up in White. And that's our 10 pieces. So that'd be 2 orders of our fried chicken.
You made that look really easy.
So there's no obligation.
I'm doing it. I've been very adventurous the last
grab some gloves.
Couple of visits.
So once again, easiest way is kind of pinch that guy, and then you take the knife straight down there. Okay, just cut right through it.
Straight. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. You can see there's a natural line here. You can kind of see that line. Just go under the joint and let the knife do its work.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, once we have our chicken, herbs, spices, garlic, secret blend here,
Okay.
and buttermilk. We blend this up, end up with something that looks like, you know, something my wife would make me drink every morning. And that's our marinade. Throw this in a bowl, pour this over top,
Okay.
and then we bread it. You know, we use all-purpose flour. We'll throw a little bit more of our spice in there. Might be a couple other little secrets in there.
Understandably slow. Yeah.
I breaded some over here.
Sweet.
I like to fry at 325.
Okay.
I think most people like to go a little bit hotter. I think you get good crispness, good color, and you make sure that the chicken's cooked all the way through by going slightly lower. I also like to drop the pieces in one at a time instead of piling them into a basket and dropping it so they don't stick together. So let's check it out. This is what I think is our real secret. It's just a spice blend that we made up, and that's how we finish it. Bring it over here, we'll throw our biscuits onto the tray. So this is pretty typical of, you know, how we do it.
So we just finished making the chicken. We have the biscuits, the water going.
Yeah, a couple sauces over here.
All right.
I see barbecue sauce that we make in house.
Okay, this is barbecue sauce here.
Yeah, we do a honey from a local farm in New Jersey.
Okay.
And then we found a cool brand of sriracha that we just kind of liked and just made that our hot sauce.
Sweet.
I personally think the thigh is the best piece, so I'm going in for that one.
All right. I think I'll join you. Oh man.
I put knives and forks out, but the reality is you just gotta do it.
That's the key. Got to do it. Yeah, this is fresh. The guys are going to be jealous when I tell them I came back here without them.
I think beyond the salt that typically seasons the outside of the chicken, we've added a little bit of a touch of heat, but also a little bit of sweetness. So you kind of get like the salty, the sweet, and the heat all kind of playing on your tongue, and then obviously like the richness of the chicken and the texture from the skin kind of creates a bunch of different things happening that I think is what turned it into a magical, you know, simple but magical meal that
very effective,
really has become, you know, iconic here at Eternal.
So I know we made the chicken, but these biscuits are hitting. So what's the thing, the deal with the biscuits, man? Because I could live off of these.
It's the right amount of butter and heavy cream and buttermilk, you know, and just enough flour to hold it all together.
Really? Yeah, 'cause these things are decadent. Well, I know you have a restaurant to run, and then you guys just opened. I don't want to steal you away from your valuable customers. I really appreciate your time, Lauren, and having us here, share a little bit about Turtle and the Wolf, make some great food. Thanks for having us. I really appreciate it.
It's our pleasure. We're happy to have you. You know, it's going to be hard to walk away from a tray of chicken and biscuits, but I think you'll be able to manage.
I have to order some to go. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, please press thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Until next time, catch you later.